Welcome back to Oak Ridge Farm, episode 21. We are on our way up to the, western field. I gotta remember our directions. We're running low on seed in our soybean planter there. They're almost completely dry. The field is, I think we're well over halfway done right now. I want to keep them going. We do need to also go back down to the main farm, and we got to weed our green bean field that we just planted in the previous episode. We got weeds starting to take over. We got to take care of that and nip it in the butt before it gets out of control. We want to keep this guy running. I think what we're going to do, there is no like tractors in the sale there. I know there was a bigger one in the previous episode, but it kind of seemed like an overkill. I wanted kind of like a medium tractor. And since there's nothing there, but we really do need it right now, I think we're going to go ahead and buy something brand new. We do deserve it after all the hard work that we did. But while they're planting up here, we can go ahead and weed and take care of other things. We're also going to have to roll up here because we are running out of... Well, I mean, it's just more work, I guess, than what we're used to when we're doing the regular... Well, it was regular... The other specialty crops, if you will. When he gets down here, we'll pop him up. He's got to be getting close. Yeah, 0. There it is. Yeah, so we're going to have to take over. Let's do it right here then, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what it is with this planter. It's like really weird that you have to like hold it over the you can't like fill off of the trailer. Let me try to do it one more time. Pop this open too. But it just seems like you have to hold it over the hole. Yeah, see, it's not letting me refill it there. Really weird. I hate breaking immersion too much in doing this. But to drive the skid steer up here would be kind of ridiculous. It's over at the board area. Got some... We're actually going to sell those planks in this episode. Let's get this out of the way. But that'll be a lot more money there as well. Back off. There's no fertilizer that needs to be put down on this field because the soybeans produce their own nitrogen. And you can see the requirement is actually 0 kilograms. And we're at 45. We're perfect and perfect, and the pH is also at 7. Let's get this out of the way so we don't have to hear about it. And then we'll go ahead and do some shopping. I've kind of doing some, looking up off camera. I think I kind of want to go with the Kubota M8, I think. Again, there's nothing in the sale. And again, a medium tractor. Let's kind of look at through here. These are good bang for your buck, but I feel like these were already overused on, base game that people used. I want to do something a little different. No, Kubota M8. And we could go ahead and maximize it out. That's 200 horse. The thing I don't like about this is these axles that stick out here. I think with a different wheel brand, it's less severe. We do like Midas. Is there like a wide? Yeah, there's wide tires. Extra $2,000. It sticks out less, then it doesn't look so tippy if we go wider. And then I think what we're gonna do is also do the weights in front loader attached. That's expensive for that. I think what we're going to do is if we ever start using our slurry and manure on a crop, which I don't think we have to use it this time around. Maybe our next planting, if we can get to it. Like I said, I want to try to be close to done by 25. Yeah, that's going to probably be running close. We might just go over 25 just a little bit. But we'll get that other crop sensor you can put on the front. And if we have to reconfigure it, so be it. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. So this is going to cost us 166,000. Quite spendy, but I definitely think that we'll go with no plate. I think that it's good. We should treat ourselves once in a while. We'll go with that. Yes. We are down to 386,000. Let's check it out. Here we are. Brand new Kubota. 0 hours on the clock. Let's take a look at it outside here. Very nice M8. You do got to reward yourself in the playthroughs, because that's what it's all about. You're grinding and grinding, and this is our prize. As I'm driving back with the new Kubota, I'm just looking at this linseed field that we were kind of contemplating on a previous episode about buying. We may buy this. I think I'm just gonna let them do what they need to do with it, and then we'll buy it towards the end of the cycle as it's like finished. It's a decent sized field, and the price was $296, and we actually were at like $386, so we still got plenty of funds. We do remember we have to buy the header yet for our combine. We also have those planks to sell. We're going to do that in this episode. We're going to go back up there to the sawmill and get our planks sold. It's very important to get that money. That's in July. A couple months yet, but after we get this planting done, the hoeing done, and the rolling, we're pretty much on cruise control until the harvest. Just looking at all the lights here on the Kubota. Flashers work when they're folded up. Beacons. So this is actually a little underpowered for the hoe, but sometimes there's wiggle room and it'll work, so we're going to give it a shot. If not, we'll run the roller up, and then once that planting is done, we'll run the styer back down here, and that can go ahead and take care of the hoeing. But we'll give it a shot, because sometimes there is wiggle room, but I think this might be over the wiggle room. Make sure they're still doing good up there. That planting does take some time. Stopped going on. Oh no. That's a good thing we checked up on them. Let's give them a little shake. Again, this was our custom field, so that's why I was always a little leery of getting too close to that wall. We'll just have to keep an eye on them. Okay, and we're not running the crop down. All passive. So we'll see if this can handle it. Seems like it can. We might be going a little slower than usual, but let's set up our lines. Steering assist. Excellent. It's gonna go a lot better now that we got 2 tractors. Don't have to wait until one's done. We can keep her going. Okay, we'll take care of this, and then like I said, we'll let that planting finish, and then we'll run the roller up on the Kubota. We'll roll that other field because it's going to be that has to be done. Extra step. I think we'll also probably get a mulching in, like I said, depending on. I think we should probably try to do 1 more year maybe of planting, and we can try some mulching. I want to try that new mulcher they made for 25. That'd be very cool to try that out. We'll buy it if it's on sale, or if we gotta buy it new, I think. Just to show you what I'm talking about. This one here, this Bendard, 35,000. It's not bad. But yeah, I definitely want to trash fan. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I think this is the one I want to try. Well, again, we don't need it until we need it, which will be at the end of our harvest. just about finished up here. We're rolling the stones back into the ground too as we do this. I don't think that, I guess they're supposed to damage your implements and then obviously slow you down if it starts getting too much damage. But unless you have the big stones, I don't really worry about them too much. We probably would never do stone picking in this series because I don't think they've gotten too big on us. We'll check the field state here after this last little bit. See where we're at. So I think, yeah, we're going to have weeds. We will advance. Not all over, though. They're just in these rows, I think. So it might not be too bad to do. But we'll run back home. We'll take a nap. And then we'll see how bad the weeds are in the morning. And we'll get to July ASAP. Because we have some planks to sell, we're going to make some more money. Exciting. And actually, we got to keep an eye on our pigs too, because I knew they were getting close as well. Yeah, they're about 4 more months and they'll be ready to sell. We'll make some change there too. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do like another planting if we want to get use out of our. I want like we put the manure heap up, and right now we're not gonna get any use out of it if we check our levels because everything is obviously good. Let's just go on. Well, there wasn't any for the linseed, and then we're plenty good here, and then we were obviously good back up here. Yeah, because 0. So yeah, it's kind of like we just put that manure heap up. I want to use it. We'll do another year. Hopefully we can use it. But all depends on how things work out. Let's see. We're probably going to need this tractor. We're going to have to actually unload. How are we going to do that? We could always just kick them off too. We're going to have to unload those straw bales because we're going to need that other trailer. Shut this off here for now. Alright, let's advance, and we'll see what June looks like, but we're probably going to be going right to July. Alright, we are in June. I just wanted to check up on the linseed, because it's interesting seeing the different growth stages. Starting to bud. I'm not absolutely sure if we can store this into our grain bin or not. We'll give it a shot. But we might have to sell it right away, unless we hold on to it. Maybe that'd be good to take care of the green beans first and just wait on the linseed. Let me see, like, prices. Linseed. Yeah, because July is when you pick them. That's going to be the cheapest to sell. So will August. But I think we can wait a while before we actually have to really pick it. Again, I don't know, but why take the risk? We could wait all the way till September if we had to. Oh, you can plant it late too. We could plant it again after we pick it. We might do that. Okay, so I think without further ado, we'll go to July. And then we got to get those planks sold. Got to be getting close on chicken feed. And a little bit left there. Almost used it all. Probably should start double stacking these up so we're not losing spawning of these. We got to get our skid steer back down here. Today will be the day. How's the linseed? It's probably not even done yet because that must be the late harvest. If you do the plant the linseed the year before, it'd be further along. So yeah, we're not actually going to get to it anyway. I was thinking it was going to be the first ripe crop, and it won't be. Our peas will be. Or excuse me, our green beans. We were supposed to weed. I forgot all about weeding. Now they're large, so it's not going to... Ugh. Yeah, we kind of got ourselves on the foot on that one. A little more weeds than I thought there was going to be too. They're pretty sparse, but... Yeah, we should have came up here with a weeder. I didn't even think of that. A lot on your mind when you're doing so many different things. And again, our planks are ready to sell. And those are going to go to the farmer's market that's over there. But first things first, we have got to get our straw bales off our trailer. We're just gonna have to like shake them loose, I think. We'll probably run some more over to the trigger. It ain't gonna take much. Here I thought that we're gonna go through straw left and right. We're definitely not gonna need a whole lot of straw. Go ahead and top it up. Maybe it'll take one of the bales away if we're lucky. Put it down maybe. There we go, it's topped up. But they're still there. I think I'll try to shake them loose here. I don't think they're gonna slam into the post maybe. There goes a few. Otherwise we could just run them off outside here too. I know, what's worse, cheating, just rolling them off by hand or running into posts, which you wouldn't do. Ideally you'd want the skid steer, but it's like I said, it's up at our place, so we gotta get that taken care of. Okay, so we shall run up to the sawmill. We get those planks all loaded up, get them sold, then we'll have to run back, and then we'll get our skid steer brought back down here. Before we load here too, we'll check the sails, make sure that there is nothing of use in there. We're waiting for that combine header to come up, but I don't know if it will. Again, we won't totally worry about it until we actually need it. Nope. This would be interesting if we just, well, if we were going to do the silage, we'd be better off with a wrapper, round bale wrapper in one. Again, we could rent that out and then hit that field too. But I would like to get through, like I said, another season and try the manure spreading. We got to use up some nitrogen. Okay, let's get this tackled, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, this is a huge load. I'm hoping the tractor can handle it. I made sure to put more of the weight towards the back. And put the lighter stuff, that way the hitch, it won't ride so much on the hitch. Holy moly. And that is all of it, finally. Let's see what happens. Ooh. I guess it handles it like it's nothing. Wow. That is a big load. Okay, we'll get this down to the sell point and then we'll come back and grab that skid steer. $70,067 and a 1585 environmental score. And we are back. It was a bit of a drive. One end of the map to the other, and we claim our skid steer after it's been sitting up here for so long. Ooh, this one actually holds it off the ground farther. Bit of a gap there in the front of the trailer. That's interesting. Doesn't go down that far, I guess. Not enough room here. There we be. Oh, I guess we didn't let it finish lowering. Popped out. I thought if you pop out while it's still running, it would still put it down, but apparently when you get out of the tractor, it must hold it. That's interesting. Always learning. I think what I'll do is hook up our other trailer, and then we'll top up on corn for the pigs. Don't have to worry about them. They're getting real close to being sold. I don't think we'll do it in this episode, but I think the next episode we'll be able to make a profit on them as well. Instead of going back and forth. Although it probably wouldn't be that many times back and forth. We'll just grab the trailer and we can dump whatever we don't use back into the bin, which that auger has moved on us again. I forgot about our messy bale job over here too. Gotta take some time and get these stacked up correctly. Like we need about roughly 4,000 liters of corn. Top them up. They don't use much of the, what do they consider, root crops, is the potatoes. I'll be surprised if we even fill any more of them up, I think, before the series is over. Yeah, that auger has moved way off from the bin. That's interesting. Okay, so let's try to shoot for 4. Oh! Perfect. I thought I was going to keep going. Okay, it should take it all. I think. Perfect. And then they're, yep, really close. Excellent, so I don't have to worry about them for a while. 22 months. 2 more months and then they'll be sold. We might just sell this one too, since this is the oddball. So the odd number we have in our pen. We get a stray once in a while. The chickens will need more food, I think, on the next month, I should say. So I think without further ado, our green beans are going to be ready to harvest next month. Again, the linseed was planted later. We could have planted it the year before. Obviously, we were using the field though. This looks like this should, the field 9 that we were kind of eyeing up, if we decide to do that. Looks like it's about the same growth stage, maybe a 1 ahead. We got 456. I think that's a good field to do, to be honest. And it'll still leave us with a decent amount of money. Again, we got to buy that header yet. We're waiting for it to come up in the sales. Hasn't come up yet. We do got to go ahead a few more months yet. I guess we're going to need this trailer over by the field when we start the harvest. We might as well take it down here right away. Perfect. Okay, let's advance to August. So if I'm not mistaken, we should be out of chicken feed. Hoping they're not completely dry, and they got a little bit left. So I might wait till the next episode to take care of that. So we can get started on our green beans. They're ready to go. Dark and dark. It looks like these should be done about the same time. We tackle those on the next episode. How about a header? No header. Oh. Can't argue too much because we did get the harvester on sale. It was a big chunk of money. We will get started on the green beans. We might actually... well, we'll see how it goes. Depending on how fast it harvests. It is a small field. We might just go ahead and tackle it and get them all done. Very bumpy in here. So yeah, we should get an expected yield of 98, 99. Very good. And like I said, we will buy the mulcher, so we can take advantage of that. I wanted to try that newer one. See how it goes. Let's get our lines set up here. Get things working. I think the more headlands, the better, although it does get... Yeah, let's try that once. More headlands. Okay. This probably was my favorite harvester out of all the three new ones. The spinach, the green beans, and the peas. It just seems like like I said, it's got like a nice bin. You can see the animations. More compact, doesn't have the articulation. There's just a lot of pluses about this harvester. The downside is it does take us forever to, well, get a big yield out of it. It's gonna, but then the other plus is we don't have to unload so much. And we actually shouldn't have that many pallets at our production. Look at our linseed. I was just like, we got to look at this. That is interesting. Here I'm driving by it, not paying attention. It's like, wow, that is very colorful. Does it say probably one more growth stage, right? 7 out of 8. I'm guessing that is this field too. Yep, so that will be ready. It looks like they did weed it, because there was weeds all over this thing. We'll probably definitely buy this. Let's go ahead and get this tackled. And I think this will lead us to the end of the episode. So we ended up at 57% full, 8,626. Plenty of room on there. I don't know if we're going to run green beans next year. It's almost like we almost kind of have to because of like our production. But if it's the last year, I mean, I guess we don't necessarily have to. We spent all that money on that production to break even on it. We would have had to made 300,000. Well, I'm sure we easily made that back, but we'll see how many pallets we get out of this when it produces. Another nice thing, we don't have to keep running back and forth doing all those pallets. That's quite dirty. Let's get this to the production and get it started up. Oh yeah, I wanted to check here too if we can do the some mud down, or less maybe some dirt would be better so we don't constantly digging in. Right on the side here, so when we take it wide, it'll look a little more realistic. Probably bring it down a little bit too. Can we level that? Try to level it. Not wrecking it too much. It kind of looks like, yeah, Oxygen David made the road kind of into the, I guess they're all kind of like that nowadays now I think about it. I'm still thinking of 22, it's like where the roads were separate and you kind of, well I guess that, I guess some of them you do go under. Let's not get carried away with that. That, and then some late grass. Alright, we'll try that. Then you take it wide. Oh, that was probably too far down. Should have did it earlier. Something like that. Alright, let's dump it. And then we'll go ahead and start it up. Green beans. Like the best part about it was, like I said, there won't be too many pallets. Nice and easy, simple. We'll see how much money we get out of that. And then maybe we'll do it. Maybe or maybe we won't do it again. I guess we can't really mulch that. That's a lot of dirt there, ain't it? Let me put a little more, because I can already see. Let's do something more like this. Alright. I think we'll try that. On for size. May or may not have to improve that a little bit. Probably doesn't look as good. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is leave it there for today's episode. On the next episode, we're going to tackle that linseed. I'm real excited. We're going to have to buy the header because we don't have one. We will buy that other field, number 9. And we'll get even more. We'll see if it'll hold in our bin. That's another thing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the harvester away. And again, we'll see you in the next one.